Hey, 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 everybody. Scott might be up later. Hey, SJ, how you doing? Yeah, Scott might be up later on. He had a lot of stuff to do last 2 days. Um, I did talk to him. He said he'll try to make it up later if he's feeling better. He's just really hot. It's been hot around the world. Britt, yalla hee hoo. But yeah, it's been a long day for me. Got this morning, got all the animals taken care of. Took Dan out to his appointment up in Tulsa. We had a CAT scan he had to do today for Friday's surgery. So, yeah, kind of hoping we can get a ride up there because that would make it easier for me and for Dan. Um, and hopefully, somebody to talk to because that's gonna, his surgery is gonna last for about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours. So, it's what they got to do. Peach is saying hi to everybody. She just went, hello. I don't know if you can hear her. She's right beside me. I'm laying on the bed. I just don't feel like really moving. And right now, well, the truck has the air conditioner is not working in it. So with this heat and everything, I'm like so glad we get morning appointments. I hate getting up earlier in the morning, but at least get the stuff done real quick. I forgot to put this out. Give me a second. Let me put this out. Give me a second here. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to find Chrome because I wanted to put Chrome back on for the web browser, and they do not have Chrome anywhere for the laptops. So I got to figure out which browser I want to use. I don't like Microsoft Edge. I don't know why. I just don't care for it. I think the fact is that because it's not being Microsoft Edge is, of course, owned by Google, part of Google. But I was trying to look at that. Someone said that Safari works good with StreamYards. Um, Hi, Trucker. Oh, that was me. Hi, lady. 7 Up. How you doing? Good to see you. It's good to see you. Welcome back. My truck, Scott's been helping around. He had to get stuff done at his house, stuff done for the car, and then he's helping out over at the truck at the shop there. So, if he's feeling better, he'll be back up. That's good. Yeah. Just going over stuff that was, went on today. I had to run around and do, and like I said, let me take Tucker. He'll be more than likely up later at the end of, like at the second half of the stream. But if he's not, that's okay too. Because I always tell everybody that wants to, um, I tell everybody, the real life comes first before this. We all, this here is like something to do. With me, I don't get out very much. Well, with medical issues and little stuff like that, I don't get out. And especially when it's on extreme hot days like this, hot, heat warnings, I don't go out. So a lot of people I met on here for something, something to talk about, to make some friends. And plus other people that just don't want to hang out, don't want to, have a bunch of that stuff. Oh, I think I told you guys yesterday. I talked to Kayla. She's checking in this bird for me. Um, there's this lady that has a bird and doesn't know how to take care of the bird. So I'm waiting to hear back from Kayla. Yeah, I did talk about it yesterday. So I'm still waiting to hear about that. Hear about that. Now I'm about ready to contact my doctor and find out where I guess I'm gonna have to have approval for pain management. Because I gotta get back into that, or because I know I'm not gonna be able to get the MMJ card till not this check, but next check probably. Everything's kind of on a tight hold at the moment because we're just trying to watch what we have to pay and all that. We would show the CT scan, but it's on disk, and both of our computers don't have like a disk stuff. So it's weird. But yeah, we drove up there and you're back. I would have went live today in the truck, but Dan asked me not to, so I didn't. He wants to be able to have one phone free. Friday, maybe I'll go live. If I don't have anybody that comes with me, I'll just go out to the car and hopefully if it's not heat extraordinary if it's not bad, the heat. Um, yeah, I'll try to go live. It just depends on what time his appointment is, too, that they're going to do surgery. But it's a day thing. He'll be home the same day. They don't keep you overnight anymore for the leg or foot, which I think it's weird. They used to at least keep you overnight. And they used to at least have you in the day before to make sure you didn't eat or drink. Which means I gotta make sure our drinks are put away for days. They don't go drinking on Friday morning. Well, technically, you're allowed up to 6 hours. I know, like if I had surgery in the afternoon, they'd say, okay, you can't eat past this certain time. 6 hours before the surgery. I think the only bad experience, prior to surgery, is out here when I had to get that scope done. That scared me because I know. Well, they were going to do both one day, but something happened on the second half. But they did my throat and stuff. I had that much chills and shit from that juice that they make you drink. I can't do that. Shoot, I gotta get that screen. I keep forgetting to get that screen. So all the birds are doing good. Sugar, Star, and Tabby are doing good. Sugar, Star, and Jack, and Tabby. They all. Oh, and also, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. He passed away this morning. The kid from Cosby Show yesterday passed. He passed from drowning. So they're doing an autopsy. They don't know if it was a homicide or what. Suicide, they don't know. Ozzy is definitely from his Parkins. And let me tell you something, he went out with a bang. He said he was going to go out with a bang, and he did. He got to do exactly what he wanted to. Put out the best performance that he could done. End his tour back at his home. And that's exactly what he did. Which was awesome. Hmm. But if you guys like games and stuff, what kind of games do you want to see besides pool? I could probably pull up some games. And I found this new thing so I can do it behind me. You can use your wall as a projector. So I think I'm gonna try to download that and then try to do it from like that. It won't hit the algorithm as bad. and I am playing a game while I'm talking to y'all. Even though it seems like nobody's in here, and you're probably lurking, aren't you? I'm just kind of playing the game. Tonight I'm playing a lawnmower game. Um, so like I said, I tried sharing it before off the tablet, but for some reason the tablet I can't find the share on it. I might be able to. Let me see. Um, if not, I'll figure a way of doing it. And it's just gotta, you just gotta mess around. Let's see here. I can't take Becky. Eh, Becky's one of those where Becky likes chaos. I've noticed that with Becky. She loves chaos. That's just how Becky is. She is trashing on. And that's Becky for you. See, I knew Roxy should not left the LC or the LCU. She should have stayed with the LCU. Now, Bexy and Savage, they would make a great. Now, them two would make a great team because they both like real life shit. They both love it. I used to like Savage at one time until she started going off of YouTube and started doing outside of YouTube. But yeah, that sounds like Becky, trashing people. As soon as they don't go and follow her way, Becky throws a baby fit. Let's see here. Roxy could not because she has too much going on in her personal life. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Roxy's about the only one handling stuff right now because with her husband having um, medical issues and everything, she's the only one pulling in as much as she can of income. I mean, I got to hand it to Roxy. She's got more guts than I do on some of the stuff that she does. It just, people could do whatever they want on here, but, it's like, don't bring it on the outside of YouTube. And I know how Roxy feels. I mean, right now, my husband's out on workman's comp because he got hurt at work. That's right. Roxy does good on, Roxy does good on her own, too. She brings in the crowds. Becky don't understand because she has nobody to care for. Exactly. Becky, to me, this is just my opinion, mine only. Becky, to me, seems like she's always had everything given to her, and she don't have a care in the world to understand anybody else. She doesn't understand that you got to earn the respect in order to have the respect. And that's where Becky ain't getting. My husband is on disability because of because of work. It forced him to retire early. He is on oxygen 24/7. Oh shit, Lady 70. Now I have cerebral palsy. I had a stroke 2 years ago and shit like that. I mean, I'm on disability. But they're making it so hard for the people with disability. It's not funny. She don't. She doesn't know what hard is. Hard is. Yeah, she doesn't. She. It's like I said with Becky. She's one that she expects everything to be given to her, and as soon as she don't get her own way, she wants to sit there and cry and carry on. And it's like I said, not surprised that microphone ain't broke. Or the computer ain't broke. Kim Star bought her that computer. That's what I mean. I mean, she doesn't understand. She's not earning it. Everybody's giving her stuff, and she's not earning it. At least I try to earn for my stuff. I mean, I save and everything else. And now, the kids nowadays, they don't have any respect for any of the elders or anything like that. And we gotta thank our lovely government for that. Our lovely government is the one that is doing this to the kids. Yeah, I have a feeling she is going back to Mike. Oh, brother. Everyone, everything we got, we work for. Exactly. That's the way I got taught. If you want something, you earn it. You work for it. You don't work for it, you're not going to appreciate it. And that's what I try to install in the people today, even in the kids today. My godson's learning the hard way on it. My godson didn't thought I was joking. He wanted, I forget what he wanted, and I told him he has to earn it. He goes, "How do I do that?" I said, "Stop being mouthy to your mom and start doing your house chores." Yeah, it's because now, I mean, it's the point. If you even yell at them, uh, heaven forbid, you're giving them. They call it now corporal punishment. They don't call it yelling anymore. If you make them stay in the corner, or if you even pat them on the butt just to get their attention, whatever. Heaven forbid, that's corporal punishment. Shit, I got smacked on the butt and I survived. I kneeled on rice and that hurt. And I survived from it. I got smacked on the butt. I got smacked across the mouth when I was out of line. Yeah, speeches. If you hear in the background, that's my bird Peaches. Her cage is beside me. Squirts is across from me. Had parakeets, and the cages there beside Squirt is Misty and Lunatic, and above them is Teardrop and Lemon. And the latest one I have that I bought was Dora, the sister to Peaches. And then above her is Jasmine. And then besides Jasmine is Chi Chi and S'mores. And Chi Chi and S'mores are basically the babies out of the parakeet. Because they're the smallest. Two other parakeets I had. Because normally I let my birds free fly all day until the evening time until it starts getting dust out. Well, we noticed we had a snake in the house. It was a gopher snake, cousin to the gardeners. They don't bite. They're harmless. Um, saw that out there, and I said, okay, it's just gonna stay out there. Which that don't bother. Snakes don't bother me. I grew up with what was it, 12 snakes and 13 lizards. I grew up with all that. So snakes don't bother me. Lizards don't bother me. But anyway, I had them out here. I think I have two snakes running around the house here, two gophers. Because the other one I found was in my room, but it was a smaller one. So I think it's a male. So that second one got a hold of my other two birds, my Antarctic bird I called Paul, and then Sassy, because she used to fight a lot. And then I probably got her tamed down to where she stopped, fighting and stuff. But that snake there got both of them. So I know where them two got to. So it's like I let them out, but I let them out for like about 15, well, between 20 and 25 minutes. I want to make sure that they get their flight time. Stretch their wings, fly around, and then. But once I know the snakes are out, uh, pest control comes in, puts the stuff down from a snake. For the fleas and all that stuff. So I'm hoping they catch the two snakes or put something down that scares the two snakes away. Move them along. So how's everybody? And if you have any animal, what kind of animal do you got? Scott, I know, or lunatic, or upstate trucker. He has two dogs and two cats, two birds, chinchillas, a bunch of chickens, a rooster, and turkeys. Me, it's just three dogs, a cat, and um, 10 birds. 8 of them, or 7 of them, parakeets, the other 2 condors, and the Quaker. And I might be getting the cockatoo, rescuing that one. I'm waiting for information about it. Waiting to see if what this lady wants to do. Gail is doing reptiles. She's doing like rescuing bearded dragons, which that's fine. I mean, the bearded dragons, they don't take much. Pay attention, you can pay attention to them and stuff like that, but you don't have to feel like you would with birds and cats and dogs. So I think we found something that she actually can be able to work with and be able to handle. She's actually working, so she says she's working, so we'll see. Sorry she hasn't had me watch Goddaughter yet. Yep, a farm. Now, if I had a little bit more bigger space and stuff, I would, trust me, my place would look like a farm. Because I am a big animal lover. I'm not a hoarder or anything like that, but I do rescue animals if needed. And I do find them homes if needed. I'm very picky. I'm very, very picky. I think that's one why people like me so much is because I do look into the information and all that. Right now, we're not gonna have many people coming in until um, probably till the winter time. Then we're gonna start coming. And then we're really gonna have to watch because that's when the trolls will be coming out. I don't know if anybody follows beauty stuff or anything like that, or Nader, which we call Koki, crackhead. He's finally in jail. Well, Koki fucked up. Koki is in Canada. Possibility, hopefully, he's going to get deported back to his home country. So, apparently, he got picked up. And a couple of people are thinking that Sala and Nader are friends. Hmm. I'm just chilling tonight. I should start trying to play movies and stuff. Since I know the internet ain't gonna be used very much, because I think Dan took his pain pill. I gotta get my doctor to make a freaking appointment for me so I can get my pain meds again. Because I'm gonna have to save every penny that we got for now. But I don't know, the secretary for the workman's comp lady is being pretty on top. She called today where we were out on our matter of fact on our way home. And making sure that Dan made it to his appointment and seeing what was going on and you're silly, Peaches. You're silly. Peaches, but well, I'll show you Peaches sometime. Maybe tomorrow when I'm like not so tired. Peaches, she says hello, hi, what, night night, love you, and what, and please, and no, and then she shakes her head yes, because she's excited about something, don't you, Peaches? You get excited. You start nodding your head. Yes. You good girl. Peach is a good girl. Peach is my baby girl. You my baby girl. Peach is your mommy baby. Baby. And she says pretty girl. Squirt, he's Quaker. Um, he says, I'm a good boy. He laughs. He whistles tunes like Don't Worry, Be Happy. He does other tunes. He even does that spark. You know that sound like when back with the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote and the Bombs, and they do that, gee, or whatever. Well, he knows how to do that. The parakeets will say what you're doing, especially at s'mores. Dora, she goes crickets, and she blows kisses. Oh, and also Squirt says, give me a kiss. And thank you. So that's what they say. And it's like I said, this cockatoo supposedly talks real friendly, gives you kisses, and you know, I just want to get it out of the situation that it's in because it the person doing what Kayla says she's doing. Yeah, I want to get this bird out of the situation it's in. And the cockatoo's like 8, 9 years old, or 7, 8 years old. So, um, trying to think of something else. What? Cute, cute, cute. That's what Peaches is saying. But yeah. So we have, I don't, but we have nothing going on until Friday, really, unless something comes up. Um, I'm trying to think here. What else? Oh, TV wants to go into sleep mode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a back screen, like a green screen or white sheet hanging in back of me, And what there is a program out now where I can use the phone or the Android to do a back screen, like green screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that. I'll tack it up tomorrow. I'll try to tack it up. Tack like a white sheet and have it set up against the wall. That way we can see it. I'll put it on my other one of my other phones, and I don't know. We'll see how I'll figure something out. Cause you know how like we have the background for like that living room, brick wall, and stuff like that. Yeah, but I did pretty good. Driving in Tulsa, like I said, if I think if it wouldn't be so much with the heat and the air conditioner being working in the truck, I think I would have been okay. But yeah, I just gotta take my time. And I mean, we left at 10:30 this morning and didn't get up there till about 11:30. I think, yeah, about around 11:30. We grabbed something to eat, sat and talked, and then got back in, went over to his CAT scan, got that all done, and came back home. We didn't get back home here till about 2:30, between 2:30 and 3:30. And tomorrow he should be getting his scooter. He's getting one of those knee braces, those knee wheelchair thingies. He's getting that scooter one. Um, his mom and dad got that for him. So they really get you to get me for his birthday. This couple of years, they turned around and got that for him. I mean, workman's comp would have paid for it. That would have been no problem. But yeah, that should be coming tomorrow. So we're gonna put that together tomorrow. I wish I would have had that when I fucked up my knee, but yeah, it didn't happen. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay, I'm doing the green part. Okay, doing lawn mowing game. Yeah, I got a I got a mower grass, which I'll be learning how to drive a lawnmower. Usually Dan does all that, but I'm trying to get see if my neighbor, because our neighbor, we let him borrow our lawnmower because he has a big backyard too, and I told him when he does his, if he could do ours, that way I don't gotta worry about it. Did I get that? No, I didn't. There we go. In this game here, you gotta make sure you cut all the grass, or you won't get the points for it. Oh, an itch. Back itches. Prickly heat. Okay. I might. It just depends on how everything goes. Yeah, I mean mowing a golf course. Hmm. I mean, everything else is doing pretty good so far. I mean, hate when you play the games and you get the ads. I might be taking my tablet with me on Friday. If I can get good reception, I'll go live maybe. If I'm by myself, it's just me and Dan. It's like I say, I hope I'm not. I hope I have somebody to talk to. If I get good reception and it's just me, I'll try to stream from there. At least keep my mind busy. God dang it. I'm not doing too good today. You know, on the game. But mhm. Why did it do that? Who's all? Everybody just coming in, checking on me. I'm just gonna start putting up boring streams. Joking. I know some days it can get boring on here because all I do is, when it's just me and him. There's days where we chat. Like I said, we're trying to come up with different ideas and stuff, but mainly, like when I first started out, I was just looking for friends, people to talk to, because I wasn't, wasn't getting out of the house. I still ain't, but at least on here I can talk to people if I need to. Uh, I'll go to the lurker. Just sitting here chatting, seeing what's on my mind and all that. Speaking of, I think my neighbor is mowing the grass. I hear the lawnmower going. Yeah, one of my neighbors is mowing the grass. Okay, we got the 16. Let's see how much we got here. Another one of those put on. I'm sorry for so much dead air, but final show before vacation is Turtle Boy finally going to jail. Motherfucker needs to be. He's a fucking POS. I just seen a thing up about Turtle Boy. But yeah, that concert that Ozzy did, all that money went for the charity of Parkinson's disease. To the foundation for Michael Jackson or Michael J. Fox. He wanted to end it out in the Big Bang. He said he was going to go on the Big Bang. Well, he did. And congratulations to the Madness Life for stepping up. You actually starting to see what's fun that you missed. The Madness Life is when the viewers I watch, creators I watch, she does the beauty. And she has a phone that she uses for YouTube. And she uses a computer to watch the stuff. And then now she just got another phone that she uses for her calls. Which I'm about kind of thinking of doing it the same way. Thinking about it. We'll see. I'm trying to think of ideas I can do because make, you know, make it more interesting on here. I wish we could do just about anything. I mean, we have a lot more stuff to do. Play music and that. I was gonna go over to Kicks because Kicks you can do all that stuff with. You play videos. I don't know about movies though, but I get that one. Yeah. Roadhog Kennel just went live. Sorry, his streams aren't boring. He goes around and he shows you all the animals he feeds and stuff. He mainly has goats and chickens. Summertime he was trying to do the bees. I don't know if he's doing them this year or not. I'll have to find out. I have to go in and watch. And look. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else. So, what's everybody? I mean, leave a comment. What's everybody like to do during the summer? Me, I like to get out. I try to get out. Um, shit, I told Dan if we had extra money, shit, we could have made a day event out of it today. Could have, went and what to do if we had the money. That's one thing I want to do. Sounded like somebody opened up my door and shut it. That's something when the birds end up picking up and mimicking. My birds do that in the middle of the night. I'll hear something, and it's the birds doing it. Dora now, I mean, she'll get up like in the middle of the night. She'll do a chirp or whatever, and all that stuff. Shit, I forgot to go get. I'll do that tomorrow morning. I have to go get my Depends. Yes, I do wear Depends. I have to because of my bladder. And lately, I've been um, having a little bit more issues, but I think it's because of mentally stressed out. Not it's like not stress, but you know, All right. Give me a couple minutes. I gotta go potty quick. I'll be right back. All right. I'll be right back, guys. Alright. Sorry about that. I gotta help Dan too. Sorry about that. Potty break. Potty and whatever break. I helped Dan out. Dan was awake. Yeah, hang on a minute. I had put my glasses back on. And my headphones. Oh, the reason why Nader went in is because of elderly abuse. Taking a parent out of a nursing home, even though the person is living with them. But apparently the mother got saved from him, so Nader is in jail. Yay. I know why he's in jail. I want to see that SOB go in jail. He needs to. He's nothing but abusive. And now he is, now from what I understand, Nader is from Syria. So, does that mean that him and Beauty are going to get back together if he gets deported? Or is Salah and Nader going to team up on her? Ugh. But once I do, when I start being able to get out more and stuff, I will be doing a lot more live streams like that. If you look at my old videos, I mean, I did a lot of different live streams, driving and all that stuff. Hmm. What time is it? It's 8:22. My time. Out to there. Okay, that was the birds that time. My birds are liking the fact that well, I think I start letting the birds out again because it doesn't seem like since I had the air conditioner set at 68, which is fine. It's not hurting birds, it's not hurting me really, except for my arthritis, which I'm just gonna live with that. But as long as I keep it cool in here like I have been, I don't think the snakes are gonna come in the room in here because it would feel like a hibernation to them. So maybe tomorrow I might let them all out. I don't have anywhere. The only thing I gotta do is go over to my pharmacy, get my whatchamacall, my Depends, and call the doctor's office. Okay. Canada's bitching about Trump. Just had a news thing come up. You know what would be kind of neat? Canada did merge up with us because they would. We could easily go across the border, and that's one of the things on my bucket list. Go around, walk around, see Canada. Let's see, missing girl, 9 found dead in New York after a. Let me see here. After Amber Alert, police say no interactions of abduction or no indication of abduction following dad's report. Okay. Let's see, the world deadliest fire is only found in one country in the world, Australia. I'll have to ask some of our Australian friends what spider that is. Social Security benefits cut will hit some retirements. Breaking news now of Manhattan bombing plot void as feds charge New York man with building slashing IEDs across the city. Turpin County Sheriff's Office deputy finds body in a creek near Belvedere. Trump announces massive trade agreements with Japan. Legal vapes. FDA had warned of illegal vaping products. And that's about it. On that part. And over here, I'll go over who's all alive and say what the smart news says. Half fake, half true crew. Cut that in half. Alright. I'm going to start pulling this up as I'm talking, playing. I'm multitasking. Of course, we are live, of course. Roadhog Kennel doing a quick coop up the chickens and farm life. To the Moon rebranded is doing a Tuesday thing. Tackle It Tuesday is Kathy P. Let's talk about it. This Bidua, somebody new, has been actually doing the new download off of Outlast, which I gotta go and watch that from the beginning. No Asphalt into Sleep, Dreamy Mantation, Locale Queens, Tina Smells Blood, Stink Bake returns, Another Mars Weekly returns, and they're going over videos. They're going over APG's videos. And the goal for Tina for tonight is 200 members. So Tina can go to the beach. Oh, that one I just read about that 9-year-old. That was in, yeah, Clits and Pearls is doing it. You look at you do your own research. Don't let them do that. Hot Takes and Heartbreaks. Savage and Becky are on stream together. That's Queen Supreme, which Roxy got done wrong. Earth Cam is showing beaches, Walkie Beach in Hawaii. Turtle Boy Live is saying final live show before vacation, which I think hopefully he's going to jail. Aren't you exhausted? Running on fumes, chasing on live streaming. That looks like Amber Lynn, but I don't think it is. Tammy and Grandma, Tammy and Denny Hoggs watching. Apparently Grandma's on with Tammy tonight. That's a new person. Drunken Peasants doing Jared's hate campaign. Shanny versus whoever. Live prank calls. Cassidy Campbell doing prank calls. Goddamn podcast is doing Shanny and Reb's marathon. King Cobra's Tony Eleg is doing that. And I guess King Cobra's taking it pretty hard about Ozzy passing. Gutfield is doing sport thing or news. Sleep meditation, so-called shorts. Talking about Ozzy. And that's going to be a lot of the news. The umbrella guy. Live huge new lawsuit breaks anti-hail. Titanium Built is doing an interactive game. Christian, Muslim, Pentagons, Jews, Valhalla, A Road to Recovery. Rachel Anne Marie DiMatta, the Indiana Fever versus the New York Liberty. That's what she's doing. And and this one guy thinks that Ozzy scripted his death. Jake, the asshole, thinks that. Okay, John Yates, everything you need to know about Lita and whoever. Apparently, trolling. Unlock your reality. Let the dead lie. Whoever he's trying to do. Veronica Criticals is doing Rosie. Pete's on My Mind is doing a trivia night. Spencer Smith is talking about Ozzy. And then Terry Lynn is doing What a Frog Is This? Combo with Bobby the Frog. So there's another person that's going by the name of Frog on here. Alright, and then the second here I'll do shit. I went through that list pretty quick. Okay. I'm just going to go around here, make sure I got everything. Make sure there is no grass clippings lying around. Next commercial, I'll go over what the smart news thing is. I have a lot of it set on the European, so that way it's truth. European news gives out more than what the American news gives. And they've been spot on the nose, so. Okay. Alright. CNN, which we all know CNN's fake news, says anti-vaccination group that RFK Jr. bonded files lawsuit. On the Hill News, saying the House GOP moves to renaming Kennedy Center. The Mirror Us Only. Fox News interrupts broadcast for breaking alert as Trump delivers brutal blow to UNISO. Atlantic Black Star says, I'm not my ancestors, but I'll show you. Critical. The New Republic says doctor denies woman prenatal care because she's unmarried. Jesus Christ! Now we're going to go back to that. My mother-in-law accused me of killing my baby, and now I'm done with her for good. That's Cafe Mom 4 hours ago. That's a news site. Give it a little chance here. Give me a second here. I'm just going around and getting stuff here. I'm trying to read in between the ads and talk to you guys. Okay. Let's see. Blaze Media says they're posting. Give me a break. Governor DeSantis Spires back after illegal aliens make insane complaint about ICE. Your Tango News says former attendant asks if she has a moral obligation to return. ABC News says transgender athletes U.S. Olympics quietly make major policy change. The Mirror U.S. says that Kelly Osbourne comments on parent suicide uh, package. Because the only country that will euthanize you, if you ask now, is Sweetland. Sweetland will take you out if you don't want to be on Earth anymore. In Congress, I hope you're happy. You're getting happier. Wish that you got wanted. And Trump, it's like I said, I was for him because he was business, with being a business guy, he would know better how to be a president, professional wise. And I'm starting to really think, yeah, he's trying, but the problem is he's got to clean up the prior shit first before trying to plant new shit. Okay, the Intercepted News says that Trump administration prepares to kick mixed immigrations out. The Mirror, other news in the Mirror, says Carson Maxwell breaks Einstein's silence and vows to fight for him, I guess. Daily Mall, or Mail, says LA fighter victim's home is stolen by squatters using DMV trick. Ozzy Osbourne rarely seen daughter who turned her back. His one daughter Amy that never liked to be in the show. Ozzy's daughter Amy. She's finally speaking. Um, she was a quiet one. Amy was never for the spotlight. She never has been. She never will be. Ugh. Let's see what else. Let's see. Motor Biscuit says mechanic finds wallet. Ford factory worker lost 11 years ago. 23 members of Congress have announced they will not seek re-election for 2026. And that was out of the ballot PETA. War history on the news is R.L. Emmy, Army, U.S. Marine Corps, Sergeant acclaimed. People News says husband has surprise response after wife asks mother-in-law to stop rearranging their house. Well, I've been there, done that plenty of times with my ex mother-in-law. God rest her soul. Paradise Island faces mass exodus as 30,000 people flee. That's in the Mirror News. Then Enterprise News. That's a new one. A customer ghosted her on a 1,700 bill, so she used this to cover her move to get it paid. Man sues police department after officer breaks his window. Oh yeah, right about this. This guy, he was driving. He was visiting his mom. Helping his mom out because his mom got ill. Well, the guy accidentally ran through a stop sign. The police pulled him over, and the cop asked him for normal registration license. Well, I guess the mom forgot to put the insurance card in the car. Well, when the cop asked about the car, he says, my mom must have forgot to put it in here. Can I call her? She's right down the street, like 5 houses down. Well, the cop went and broke the window of the car because he got fucking stupid. Had the guy get out of the car, handcuffed him, put him in the back of his car, sniffing around. The other cop, called in for backup and everything. All the other cops were threatening to suspend his license and take his kids in the whole 9 yards. Till the mother came up there and said, "Here's the insurance." And the cops could have looked on the thing and seen that because they see it. But yeah, so now this guy's going to turn around and hopefully sue him. Because the son, thank God the son called his mom. Well, the son called the guy's mom to let him know what was going on. And, well, and the son has it on videotape on, I think, TikTok. I think that's where it's at. So, yeah, I read about that. I was like, holy crap. Let me get over here so I can do that right away. That's something. I'll read about anything else. Um, Let's see, on the daily news, it says the average salary of a nurse in 2025 is simply breathtaking, which is a bunch of bullshit. Hertz slaps $935 fee on a Navy sailor for a dent as scandal. So apparently there's a dent on the car and they're trying to, yeah. Hertz is a ripoff. I will go through Enterprise before I go through Hertz. Okay, what else is going on here? Historical punishment that turns gravity into a weapon. Okay. That's on the Ranker News. And Daily Mail is what the Hertz was on. The U.S. Sun, which is a pretty good source. I actually a mod in the U.S. Sun's news. Oprah gifted me a car for simply watching the show. But when Winner threatens to sell it, her response shocked the audience. Oh shit. Couple who thought, okay, this is in the Taylor news. Couple who thought they'd adopted a cockapoo puppy was stunned after he grew into something very large or different. That's a labradoodle. What is it got? That's a labradoodle. Yellow one. Let's see, 1 teaspoon and all the worms in the body die instantly. Try it. Ew. The Mirror News says Elon Musk opens new restaurant, leaving Americans with one burning question. Is he going to bring the Tulsa cars back? 14-year-old brother constantly takes money his sister his sister's been saving for college without permission. Parents' favoritism makes them refuse to pay her back. They say I should be hiding my stuff better. That's not right. That's in the ball blog. It's a off-site news thing. Almost like the Dear Lennon and all that. Or Dear Lane or whatever. Okay, BuzzFeed says look at the frickin' text I got from my grandmother. These 24 or 27 hilarious fails from last week have me crackling so hard I am for sure going to the bad place. Okay, the Independent News says Putin is living on borrowed time, and this is when the clock stops ticking. Oh, jeez. And CBS News says Iran man death ruled homicide after police kneed on his neck. I remember that story. That cop is getting charged. Let's see. Physicians.org says news says only 3 years left. New study warns the world is running out of time. The royalty tree or reality tea says that King Charles is breaking Queen's rule for Prince Harry. Swimmers flee in terror after woman suffers wound. The chip chick, that's another new one, says her cousin called her selfish for denying and letting her use her house for a party. The Mary Sue news, I had it too on May 28th. The woman issued warnings for potential infections. Another one from the same thing, from the chip chick, says she was invited to a party where the host couple was rich. Daily Caller says Iran's making clear it's not messing with America and foreigners. Yeah, okay. ABC News 7 Chicago says downtown Chicago Fed building locked down and stand off. And I mean the guides in there. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in the news. Hi Ringo. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm fun. Enjoying your vacation. I hope you are. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna go halfway. So we're gonna go right here. Okay, hang on a minute, Ringo. I'll read it in a second. My favorite memory is when my mom's friend Sarah and her kids visited us on Saturday. I got to show Sarah's kids the Alka Seltzer Plus commercial of a guy sneezing and losing his phone. Oh shit. And I'm doing good. I'll be back in my hometown around Saturday. Cool. I didn't even see that one yet. The Alka Seltzer one that you're talking about. People's been talking about it, but I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I will though. I have to look it up. Did you get to see dolphins? I forget. I forget if you said that yesterday or not. Yeah, it's just a quiet night, Ringo. It's been a long day for me. Scott had a long day. He's been busy all day. So that's why Scott's not up tonight. And it's his normal day off anyway. Today's Tuesday. I think he's off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I think he said. From the Walmart thing. So, do you remember that commercial? I've heard of it. I haven't seen it yet, Ringo, but I've heard that commercial. I gotta look it up. Everybody says that's a pretty funny commercial. And there we go. Maybe one night just pull up funny commercials and sit down and we'll watch that. Like I said, I want to try. If I find a white sheet and stuff, we'll try to get it to where I can do like green screen behind me with me out of the picture and then just go from there. Yep. Accidentally hit thing. But I am gonna let y'all go because yeah, about 1 minute here. It's gonna be the 2 hour mark. No, I didn't. Did you like to see them? Yeah, that would be awesome. See them. I love like dolphins, whales, and all that. I don't know. I get fascinated by it, especially seeing the water come in, the waves. Okay, got that. But that's always been me, though. All right, everybody. Love and hugs. Jugs and hugs, titties and beers. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification so you know when we go live. We're live Monday through Saturday from Central Time at 7 to 9 Central Time, 8 to 10 Eastern Time. Make sure you tune in because you never know what happens. There's days where we'll be talking, days that we can do videos, games, doing always something. Lately, it's been talking, I know, but that's because my computer is not up with the 5G for some reason. I don't know why. But once I get that straight and stuff, I'm working on the other stuff to try to keep the channel interesting and all that. Um, and Scott's even thinking up ideas, so yeah, we're all thinking of ideas. Maybe Friday, since I gotta keep an eye on Dan after he gets done with the surgery. Um, maybe Friday I'll do an all nighter. I don't know. We'll see. I ain't promising, but we'll see. It's kind of hard to do. The heck? But all right. Love and hugs, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Like I said, I know Scott's been busy. He's been working. He's been doing stuff around the house that he needs to get done, and so Scott, we're playing by ear. All right. Bye, everybody.